Imagine a gigantic room stuffed with a million labeled boxes, and you need the one holding your left mitten. Searching box by box could take all day, but a little robot walks straight to the right box in a single blink. How does it always know exactly where to look? So that magical room has a name, a hash table. It is a way to store pairs, a label like mitten and a thing like the mitten itself. Instead of searching every shelf, the table jumps straight to the exact spot. Think of it as a shelf with numbered slots waiting to be filled. Now imagine we did not have that magic. To find the mitten, the robot would open box 1, then box 2, then 3, all the way down the row. With a million boxes, that is a million peaks. Slow, tiring, and boring. There has to be a smarter trick, right? Here is the trick. We build a magic number machine called a hash function. You feed it a label like mitten and out pops a number like 4. Same label, same number, every single time. That number tells us which shelf slot to use, no searching required. But how does the machine pick 4? One simple way. Turn each letter into a number, add them together, then divide by how many slots we have and keep the leftover. That leftover is always a valid slot. It feels like magic, but it is really just tidy arithmetic doing the work. Now we can store things fast. Give the table a key and a value, mitten and the actual mitten. The machine hashes mitten to slot 4 and we gently place the pair there. Later, no matter how full the room gets, that mitten is always waiting in slot 4. Getting it back is just as easy. Say mitten out loud. The same machine hashes it to slot 4 again. We look only there and there it is. We never touch the other slots. One calculation, one peak, done. That is why hash tables feel almost instant. But wait, what if the machine sends 2 different labels to the same slot? Mitten and socks both land on 4. They cannot share one tiny slot without a mess. This bump is called a collision, and every hash table must have a plan to handle it. So what is the plan? One clever fix is chaining. Instead of one item per slot, each slot holds a little chain like beads on a string. When 2 items land together, we simply add both to that slot's chain. To find one, we hop along the short chain. Neat, tidy, and no lost mittens. Another fix is open addressing. If your slot is already taken, you politely scoot to the next empty slot and settle there. Later, when searching, you follow the same hop pattern until you find your item or an empty space. It is like finding the next open seat on a busy bus. Speed depends on not being too crowded. We track a load factor, how full the table is. When it climbs past about 70%, collisions pile up and lookups slow down. That is the table's signal that it is getting cramped and needs more room to breathe. So what do? When the table gets too full, it grows. We build a bigger room with more slots, then rerun every key through the hash machine to place it fresh. This is called rehashing. It costs a little effort once, but afterward everything is roomy and lightning fast again. Growing pains that pay off. Not every machine is equal. A good hash function spreads items evenly across all the slots, so no single slot gets overloaded. A bad one dumps everything into one corner, bringing back the slow searching we escaped. Evenly scattered means fewer collisions, and fewer collisions means blazing speed. And these tables are everywhere around you. Your phone's contacts, the login that checks your password, the caches that make websites load instantly, even dictionaries in your favorite code, all lean on hash tables. Every time something is found in a snap, a hash table is quietly doing the heavy lifting. Almost done. So let's recap. A hash table stores key-value pairs. A hash function turns a key into a slot number for instant lookup. Collisions are handled with chaining or open addressing, and when it fills up, it resizes. That is how a million boxes become one quick magical blink.